Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Dan.
Together we are the British Office Blokes.
We are.
Indeed, we are, yes.
Is there any American Office Blokes or Australian Office Blokes? Or
There's some Australians
Danish?
that have got a podcast that's something about blokes.
Oh, really? Well, it's a common term they use down in Australia. Isn't
Yeah, I've seen clips of it come up on my reels and I'm like, it's close, but
We should do them all ourselves, just put an accent on.
go on then.
it? Go regional.
Go read it,
You start, Mike.
Good one.
British cities explained.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're going to watch
Right,
a video
okay.
about it,
Interesting.
and I'm sure we'll have things to add.
I'm
Sure we will.
Geography around Britain is probably my weakest geographical knowledge across the world. You know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
Don't really know much about Britain. Never spent a lot of time here.
Right, okay.
There's that many places, and I know that sounds bizarre
Yeah.
to say, but we're so concentrated that there's just that many towns, cities, populations that you've never heard of.
Yeah, but even when I've been to places and then I go back and I think I've been here before, and then I think, oh yeah, and then you start seeing familiar things.
Yeah.
But you meet a lot of people from around the country, all over the world, and they say, what I always find the biggest thing I always try to explain to people about the UK. As soon as you go past Birmingham, nobody's from a city unless they're from London.
It's all just towns,
Counties.
counties.
If you say to someone from the south and they say, where are you from? And they go, I'm from Hampshire. And I go, I don't even know where the fuck that is. But if you say I'm from Southampton, then I'll go, yeah, I know where that is.
Yeah.
I get you.
But they don't say they're from Southampton or they're from Portsmouth or from Brighton. They say you ask someone from Brighton where they're from, you say, whereabouts are you from? They'll go, West Sussex. And I go, Brighton. And they go, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I can see that.
I've heard people say they're from Norfolk.
Yeah.
And that kind of backs up that, doesn't it?
It's all southerners. Unless you're from London, no one tells you they're from a town. They always tell you from a county. And that probably starts just south of Birmingham, I would say.
Yeah.
But even some people probably do it in Stafford and places like that. But if you come north and someone says, where you're from, it's always Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds, Newcastle. They'll give you towns. They'll give you cities or towns. No one gives you a county.
Yeah.
Have you seen that meme going around that's the British Isles, and then it says what Southerners think the North is, and then it's just a line just above London, and everything above it's the North.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, that is not what we think in the North.
No.
What do we think the South is? And it's like slightly below us.
Just underneath us.
The South, isn't
Never
it?
heard
Which
of the
everyone is in
Midlands.
this country, just slightly below us.
Yeah, agreed. Right, let's do it. British cities explained.
Britain, a distinguished land of civilization, politeness and etiquette.
Or London.
Yeah, I did it again, by the way.
Come out to my house, I'll come out of my house and I'll break your fucking legs.
Just had a lovely night at the crematorium.
Oh my God.
I'll kick it, he'd have ready with a can of spam.
I was eating a biscuit the other day. I suddenly thought,
Kick your head in with a can of spam, did he? Just say.
The best one is, what does she call it? Slug instead of slough.
Slug, yeah. I actually think we go back to the beginning of that because there was some awful ones. That guy that with all the McDonald's, he's like quite a big influencer, isn't he?
No, I've never seen him.
He always says Bosch and things like that. He's always got loads of food.
He was at Harry Enfield.
No,
Bosch.
Yeah.
but that's pretty much just what he says. He'll eat a curry
It's a
and
proper
just say
southern
Bosch.
thing. It's a southern thing. I was with a southerner last night, and he's a proper Cockney, like Londoner, and every other word's Bosch. I'm like,
How to differentiate yourself from the rest of the country. Just say Bosch.
Civilization, politeness and etiquette.
Who wants a fucking burger? Come out to my house, I'll come out of my house and I'll break your fucking legs.
Just had a lovely night at the crematorium in Slug.
I'll kick it, he'd have ready with a can of spam.
I was eating a biscuit the other day. I suddenly thought, this biscuit. I don't want a bourbon cream. You crunchy fucking cream-filled prick. Go back to your biscuit.
Come on, you want a pie? Come on then.
Yeah, sometimes the UK is a bit different to some people's expectations.
yeah.
I don't think it's all like that though either.
That one
It
where
is.
it is that one where he was in the wheelie bin. That was during lockdown, wasn't it? And I think that was like when it was 40 degrees or whatever.
That was his outdoor pool, was it?
Yeah, it was. He just
His
obviously
jacuzzi.
filled it up and just sat in it with a gin and tonic, and then some guy starts giving him abuse when he's walking
Just
past.
tipped him over.
But before we get into this video, do you want to earn stacks from just using apps or playing games? Then this video's sponsor, freecash.com, is the site for you. When I saw the email $50. Now today I'm going to be talking you through the cultural differences between some of Britain's cities. And by the way, if it seems like I've missed out some obvious big cities, it's because I have. This is based purely off my personal experience, and unfortunately these are the places outside of the West Midlands that I have been to in my adult life. When I say unfortunately, I mean unfortunately. First off, London. We're talking 10 million people, 10,000 chicken shops, 10,000 annual crime offences, and a general fast-paced atmosphere. Londoners aren't as open and as banterous as other Brits. I mean, I think you could genuinely suffer from a violent cardiac arrest in the middle of Elephant and Castle roundabout, and Londoners would be more focused on making it to the Bakerloo line on time. I mean, in Brum, someone would at least let you sky their KA grape juice to get the blood pumping again, you know? Speaking of the tube though, Londoners are blessed with possibly the only efficient public transport system in England, unless you live here. But for some reason, the tube makes people so cold and evil. Genuinely, as soon as you sit down on any line, you're just met by a sea of 1,000-yard stares and an insanely awkward silence. Like, you'd genuinely have more social interactions if you got the 35 in Birmingham for 20 minutes than you'd have if you spent an entire year catching the DLR twice a day. Midlanders and Northerners are straight up terrified of London, man. They will look at you differently if you tell them you...
Not sure about that.
I'm not scared of London.
No.
I've had fun when I've been down there.
Yeah, I go quite regularly for the football, but it's just like
It's not my place.
it's a weird place. It's just too. It's gone a little bit too cosmopolitan. I think it's not England. It definitely is not England anymore.
Well, I don't know how conspiratorial it is, but allegedly the city of London isn't part of England. And like I saw a video of someone.
It's the capital city.
No, but I saw a video of someone explaining it, the difference between London and the city of London, and the city of London's like an LLC, and it's a separate entity. It's one of them where it's got some weird music behind it, and it's obviously very conspiracy.
Yeah,
I've not looked into it in any way, shape, or form.
I'm talking about the place to visit. Go and see it as like as a tourist or as a. It's just not. It's not what you got. It's not what it used to be. What city is around the world now? I guess.
It's mainly tourists there.
It's tourists. It is.
Which is huge,
and fannies
for London.
Yeah, it's a lot of fannies there now, just hanging around, like giving it the big one. Yeah, you're like, what are you doing?
I agree with you. It's like a different country, though.
Yeah, you don't know. Like, there's no real sort of like main culture there now. It's just so subcultural. Like, you've got everything going on in different parts and pockets, and the whole world lives there now, which I have no problem with.
No,
it's just for me, it's not London anymore. It's not England.
I get what you mean. Yeah, I mean, like if you said London-based music or something, nobody probably knows. You can't think of any.
Not since Blur, who were from some county from the south.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's probably all grime and stuff, isn't it? Like Stormzy's from London.
So.
Is he?
Yeah.
People like that. Yeah.
Is he? He's not from Watford.
I thought he's from London. It's all London to me. I don't break it down.
Well, Watford comes under London, but that's miles outside of London, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good distance, isn't it?
Have you ever been to Notting Hill Carnival?
Yeah. I've not been to the carnival. I've been to Notting Hill.
The carnival's fun.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's massively multicultural.
If you want to get murdered. The chances of getting murdered at Notting Hill Carnival are quite high.
I saw a lot of violence when I was there.
You're not selling it to me, I must admit.
Well, there's like all kinds of nonsense going on there every year, isn't there?
Yeah. It's wild. It's definitely wild. You've got to have your wits about it.
Notting Hill's a great place. I love it around there. There's some great bars around there, but the carnival is just not appealing to me.
Yeah.
I'd go again, having been once before, and it was good fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nuts.
Like London or are considering moving there. So you'd think northern cities must be nicer or safer or better. You know, when I hear people talking about how good Westerners or British people have it, I'm like, bruh, you ain't never been stuck in Crewe because your train to Manchester got cancelled. You're really telling me you want to leave Gdansk for Crewe? Trust me, man, you don't want to do this to yourself. And talking about Polish people, next up we got Leamington Spa. These guys like to claim they have a royal title. The only thing royal here is the amount of imported Camel Super Kings they smoke. It's straight up fake London, and a lot of people from Coventry or Birmingham, when they get rich, move here to feel like they're living in London. On top of that, you have students, Poles, and criminals from Coventry have been put on witness protection. Next up, Worcester. Dumbass sauce, weird ass Mackies. I've really seen some extremely paranormal and suspicious sights in this Mackies. That's all I'm allowed to say. Speedily moving on. Bristol.
Worcester's
we're talking
right.
fold up bike, gluten-free rye bread flavoured Elux vapes, and hills. Yeah, if there's one thing Bristolians have aside from geek bars and good Italian food, it's strong calf muscles. The general mental health is slightly better here than the rest of the UK.
Dodgy accents. Not putting that in there for Bristol.
I quite like the accent in Bristol.
Oh man, it's probably
that
it's
whole
probably
area.
That and the Black Country probably two of the worst.
Yeah,
I think there's something really comforting about the sort of accent down there.
Yeah, a bit. My niece lives down in Gloucester, which is just
Same.
down the road from Bristol.
Similar
And
accent.
she's picking a few words up now,
Yeah.
and it's like,
I spent a lot of time in Glastonbury, and it's just I like that accent.
yeah.
It's just very disarming.
Actually, now you think about it, you do look a bit like Wurzel Gummidge.
but the thing is, like, when there's been altercations, we'll say, down in Glastonbury, and someone's been having a go after a few too many beers, it's hard to take it seriously with that accent. So you're just like, come on, mate.
Yeah.
It's the proper dodgiest accent.
Because aesthetically, Bristol was very nice, probably one of the prettiest UK cities, and Bristolians are therefore generally nicer than Londoners, and definitely way nicer than people from Bath, bathers. I reckon
I do like Bristol cities.
if you were struck by a violent cardiac arrest outside St. Nicholas's Market, people would at least let you hit their geek bar one last time, you know? Next, we have Manchester.
At least he got
Capital
the
of the
name
world.
right. At least he said Bath, not Bath.
Yeah, I know.
I
People
know.
say that. Bath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you
Bath.
think you're from?
Yeah, it's Bath.
Yeah.
BATH, just in the
Bath.
Oxford Dictionary, it should be pronounced Bath.
Yeah, and if you're from Wythenshawe, it's Bath.
Bath.
BAF.
BAF.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, it's just Birmingham with a different spawn code. They just ended up with a slightly better transport method. Mancunians are hella nice. You know, with most places up
Weller.
north, pints are cheaper, chips are thicker, people are hairier. The phobia of London is stronger. Next to Manchester, you got Liverpool. And Scousers are really, really, really funny.
What that is?
Yeah, it's Purple Aki.
Purple
isn't
Aki.
it?
Do you know who he is?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't know Purple Aki?
No.
He came round Manchester for a bit.
He's going around touching people's muscles.
Squeezes
wasn't
your
he?
muscles. He likes to squeeze your arm.
Does he?
Yeah.
Didn't he get?
He got put away for a while.
yeah.
He's out now, I think.
Yeah, it's a
So
bit.
it's touching more than just arms.
He's
then,
quite
I say.
famous, Purple Aki.
Yeah, it's sort of a weird level of fame, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's
he
just
is.
everyone knows who he
Yeah.
is for some reason.
Yeah.
Never heard of the guy.
At 4 hours maybe. After that, they get so annoying. Around the 6.5 hour mark, I'll probably catapult myself into the River Mersey. Next, we've got Milton Keynes. This place is fake. It is a government lie. And the only other place outside of the West Midlands that I have any first-hand experience of is Wales. Now, culturally, there are a few really important words and sayings you're going to need to learn in order to communicate in Wales. Specifically, and you should be able to get along with all the locals if you get those under your belt. In conclusion, this is my British city tier list, and who knows, maybe the tier list will be completed if everyone likes this video and it does well, and also everyone comments the cities they want to see in part 2. It might just happen. Just please, not Slough, please.
Yeah, I think he's got a beef with Worcester there, being from the West Midlands, because like Worcester's not a bad little town.
Yeah,
He
it
don't-
looks alright.
He
Been
don't
to
like
Worcester a few
Crewe.
times.
Don't like Crewe either, does
Yeah, it's kind of Crewe's is one of them. It's like a town that everyone forgot about.
It's a bit of a halfway house, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got the train
train
terminal
terminal,
there, but
yeah.
that's pretty much all it's
That's what it's famous for.
mainly
That and
is,
Derry
isn't it?
O'Grady,
Yeah, yeah.
with the wrong
You don't
reasons.
be famous for that either, do you? But
There's a lot of towns that have been forgotten about in that direction, really.
Crewe's probably the number one town, I think.
yeah,
Every train stops there.
It
But
does.
wherever you go,
Yeah.
you know, you could go to France, stops at Crewe, Stockport,
Crewe.
Crewe again. Yeah,
I think Runcorn is on a similar level to Crewe.
yeah. Runcorn's a dead town.
It's just kind of a.
It's a new town, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
it's like what he says there with
Yeah,
Milton Keynes.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a dead town. There's nothing going on there.
In
No.
Manchester's great. I mean, there's some in the surrounding areas isn't great, but the actual city centre now and everything, it's
Oh, it's
absolutely
fantastic.
thriving.
Yeah,
It's absolutely
yeah.
brilliant. I'm not just saying that, not being biased, but
Yeah.
we've seen the
It's a
development
massively
there
rapidly
going on.
growing town as well. It's
Yeah.
Manchester
Yeah.
City Centre and the surrounding areas are growing at a rate that's just like incredible growth.
Yeah. Skyline's changing every time as well.
Yeah, some
So-
major bars and restaurants that are going on, which is proper,
Yeah.
right up there compete with the world.
Absolutely.
So if ever you're in the UK, Manchester's a place to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Not
without a
Birmingham.
doubt.
Not Birmingham.
No, you don't want to go there. What do you want to go there for? It takes about an hour to get in there and about 4 hours to get out.
I would like to go for a night out in Newcastle at some point.
Newcastle's
I've
top
heard
night.
that's
Yeah.
really good
Done
Yeah,
fun for a
Done
night
it a
out.
few times, yeah, with the football and all. It's a great place to
Yeah.
go on a party in Newcastle.
Yeah.
Great college
yeah,
town.
good things. Nice.
There you go.
Oh,
Hope
good.
you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget like and subscribe. If you got any questions, by the way, about the UK, Mike will
Yeah.
answer them. Put them in the comments. Mike knows all about the UK.
Fire away.
Yeah, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.